Hi, friends. Today, I finally got it. This was my second grade math workbook. I forgot that it was a workbook. I thought it was a textbook and we did, like, graph paper notebooks. But no, it's a workbook. And this is why I remember doing some kind of math workbook or something when I was in grade school, but couldn't pinpoint what grade or what subject I had a big fat workbook in. So this is the Scott-Foresman Addison Wesley second grade math Millennium Edition. The publishing page has been apparently torn out. As same with lessons 1, 2, and 3. And also the table of contents and the cover page. Notice the perforations. It begins at chapter 1, lesson 4. But that's the only pages missing. And this part is blank, which means that someone probably bought it for personal use in their home with their kids. Who knows? I bought it used. And this is about as used as it gets. Just the front. And that's fine by me. So I didn't realize until just like 3 minutes ago that it was a workbook. It wasn't a textbook, it was a workbook. When I was in second grade, 1998-1999 school year, this was the book we used. And it always stuck in my head, this giant math book with a giant frog on the cover. Now, other books in the series, and then other ones included a girl playing chess, a boy looking through the spokes of a bicycle, another girl with brown hair and bangs looking through a fishbowl with a goldfish in it. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And those were the textbooks, and I think we began using those in third grade, and they weren't workbooks. I think we just had worksheet folders instead of workbooks. So, second grade, we had this book, and wow. Oh my God, so many memories! I remember using counting blocks, manipulatives, ones, tens, and 100 sticks back in the day. Follow the rule. Add or subtract. Wow, man. This is a major throwback to 1998 and 1999 school year. My teacher was Miss Kane Crosby. She was in her first year of teaching, fresh out of college. I remember meeting her actually like a week before the school year began, because my mom was the PTA president at my school, and she did a lot of volunteer work back then, getting the school ready with teachers for the beginning of the school year. So I met my second grade teacher. The classroom was room 132. The walls were purple. There was a big, giant classroom group gathering rug. And my teacher, her husband or boyfriend or fiance was there with her, building a giant playhouse, practically. And it was our reading house. Yes, it acted as a playhouse for when we had free time and free play. But it was also like the reading house. It was... I think they put like a loft bunk bed in there with a mattress on it and lots of body pillows, and we had beanbag chairs, and it was just like the reading house where you could go read a book and for silent reading or something. And I remember that. that former teacher is still teaching. I think she was 25 or 26 when she started teaching. I remember so much from my second grade school year that it was one of the better years. And I remember second grade, I didn't really struggle with math. Not yet. I struggled in first grade, but I had a really bad teacher who apparently hated kids enough to yell at them every day and blame them for things that they weren't able to do yet. She was a very miserable person. But my second grade teacher, she knew how to do things. She knew how to have patience. And she knew how to wait. Wait for a student to come up with an answer and not rush them. And not tell them to hurry up. She would wait. She would be patient. I remember we had a lot of short-term kids that school year who didn't stay the entire school year. They would stay for like 2 or 3 months. In my neighborhood, there was a military base with housing. And I think a lot of those kids were just passing through with their families temporarily. They went to my school. And somehow in that second grade school year, we had 10, 12 kids who didn't even stay to the end of the school year. I don't remember these little characters. But you know what? It's second grade workbook, so it makes sense. They're just little mascots in a textbook or something. Look at that. Wow. Early division and multiplication without implying it's multiplication or division. We did some multiplication in second grade, just not a lot. I think we just did our 2s, 3s, and 4s timetables, maybe some 5s. But I remember third grade was multiplication. Ah. Oh, look. Now that... Is that a crease? No, I think a page was torn out. No? I don't know, just... It was an older book. And I forgot about these. It had what was called work mats. I guess you put, like, manipulatives on them. 10s, 1s, work mat. Yeah, I think you put, like, manipulatives and game pieces on them to work on a lot of mental math and to be reusable over and over again. We might have had a lot of these in my second grade classroom. They may have been laminated just to make them last longer. So anyways, it's an 8-minute video so far, and that was my math workbook. Scott-Foresman, Addison Wesley. I used this in $98.99, and I just bought it on Amazon recently for about $8. Pretty good buy. Pretty awesome. Thank you for listening to my rant of second grade math workbook nostalgia. Adios.